Hey and welcome to the Daily Man United News Show. Let's begin with our daily news. Leeds United and Southampton are interested in signing Manchester United Starfield Jones. According to the journalist Akrim Connor on Twitter, Leeds United and Southampton are interested in signing Manchester United Starfield Jones ahead of the summer transfer window. He has largely struggled to earn meaningful minutes despite returning to first team action in the second half of the previous campaign. Jones had been out of the contention for a long time after struggling with injuries, and he was even restricted to youth football for a while, but the lack of reliable options at the back paved the way for him to get back into the first team setup, having made 5 appearances last term. Despite his resurgence, it would be best if Man United would decide to part ways with the England international. After all, he's well past his best days, which calls for the need to replace him moving forward. That could be on the cards since Leeds and the Saints have shown an interest in him alongside the Premier League-bound Fulham. It seems that we are in line to be subjected to a defensive exodus in the upcoming transfer window. After all, Eric Bailly and Axel Tuanzebe are set to leave Old Trafford this summer, while the Red Devils are open to listening to proposals for Aaron Wan-Bissaka as well. Perhaps Jones could join them as well, as it is well past the right time that we decide to part ways with fringe players for the better. While the 30-year-old has done well since returning to contentions, his quality is not enough if there are plans to take on the big guns like Liverpool and Manchester City. Jones will see his current contract expire in 2023, which means that we should do our best to sell him this summer to get a decent fee. While we have the option to extend his deal by another year, there is no reason for us to take that route under the current circumstances. Newcastle United do not want to pursue Manchester United star Dean Henderson. According to the Telegraph, Newcastle United have no intention to pursue Manchester United star Dean Henderson in the upcoming summer transfer window. They have been heavily linked with a move for the shot-stopper in recent weeks, but it seems that there is no way to it after all. Earlier, it was claimed that Newcastle agreed to personal terms with Henderson, and his signing was set to be announced shortly, but those at 80 James Park have firmly shut down such talks and conveyed that they will not target the keeper in any case this summer, despite being an admirer of the 25-year-old's qualities. The Magpies' current stance is down to their priority lying elsewhere at this moment, as they have other areas in the squad that need to be strengthened. They have discussed bringing in a goalkeeper, but it's unlikely that they will change their decision, as their focus is to reinforce the team in other positions. The England international saw himself fall down the pecking order under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and Ralf Rangnick last season due to David De Gea's rise in form. The former failed to get back his spot from the number 1 choice, which has seen him get linked with a move elsewhere. Louis van Gaal sends warning to Jurrien Timber ahead of possible Man United transfer. Netherlands head coach Louis van Gaal has warned that Jurrien Timber needs to be playing regular first-team football to make the World Cup squad this winter. The 20-year-old has emerged as Manchester United's number 1 centre-back target, and talks are already underway with Ajax over a potential transfer. United boss Erik ten Hag is keen on a reunion after working with the youngster over the past 2 years, but a deal appears in the balance at the moment. Timber is said to want guaranteed minutes at United, but he's also wary of missing out on the World Cup, suppose he struggles to adapt to the Premier League. Amid this, Van Gaal has given the go-ahead for Timber to join United, but warned him against a move this summer with the World Cup in a few months. He told reporters via Sky Sports, "I think a player of his quality can play in the Premier League. That is not a problem. If he has to make this big step now, that's the question. If he does not play, then he's not so wise. I think he has to play." Ajax are set to demand around £42.5 million for their graduate. United won't be unfazed by the transfer valuation, but the main stumbling block could be the player himself. Timber had a superb 21-22 campaign with the Amsterdam Giants. He averaged 2.1 tackles and 1.7 interceptions per game in all competitions, while completing over 90% of his passes. He lacks the aerial presence at 179 centimeters, but still won 1.2 aerial duels per game and does not shy away from physical challenges. He would be a quality acquisition for the Red Devils this summer. Manchester United rival Newcastle United for a transfer of 22-year-old with huge potential. Manchester United are reportedly the latest club to show an interest in a potential transfer deal for Lille defender Sven Botman. The highly rated young Dutchman has impressed a great deal in League One in recent times and could be ideal to solve Man United's issues at the back after such a disappointing 21-22 season. Gianluca Di Marzio claims that the Red Devils are showing an interest in Botman, with the report also mentioning recent leaks with the likes of Newcastle and AC Milan. It remains to be seen precisely where Botman will end up, but the 22-year-old surely has a big future in the game and could be an important recruit for a new United manager Erik ten Hag. Newcastle's ambitious and wealthy Saudi owners would also do well to deliver a signing like this, though it remains to be seen if big players will be tempted to move to St James Park just yet. Eddie Howe has done a decent job since taking over as a manager, while top talents like Bruno Guimaraes and Kieran Trippier joined in January. Still, Botman could play European football at United or Milan, while in Newcastle are probably still away from truly competing with the established Big Six in the Premier League. Liverpool agreed deal for Man United target who wants Anfield transfer. Manchester United look to have missed out on transfer target Darwin Núñez this summer. The Benfica star has attracted plenty of interest this summer, scoring 34 times across all competitions this season. Núñez impressed in the Champions League as Benfica reached the quarter-final stage, and he has become one of the most in-demand players of the summer window. United are one of the clubs to have been strongly linked, but they are far from the only. And the latest reports coming out of Portugal suggest bad news for the Red Devils. According to Record, Liverpool have now met Benfica's asking price of £85 million and they appear to be closing in on a deal. United could follow by doing the same, but according to the report, Núñez has already informed his current club that he wants to join Liverpool. That could be a huge blow for United and, of course, Erik ten Hag, who is in desperate need of improvements ahead of his first season in charge at Old Trafford. Manchester United sent scouts to watch Austria vs Denmark amid Christian Eriksen links. According to FA registered intermediary Paul O'Keefe on Twitter, Manchester United had sent their scouts to watch the Nations League game between Austria and Denmark amid links to Christian Eriksen. He had an assist on the day. Erik ten Hag is looking to impose his identity into the Man United squad and wants to restructure the team for that reason. He has deemed midfield additions a priority, with Eriksen being one of the top targets in the summer transfer window. They are already in pursuit of him at this moment as they plan to secure his services ahead of their rivals. Ten Hag is already a huge fan of the Danish international, having watched him training at Ajax. That being said, it's unsure whether the Red Devils scouts were present to assess the midfielder or not, but one would expect them to have kept an eye on him due to their exciting interest. Following his impressive return to action back in January, the 30-year-old midfielder has quickly established himself as a regular for club and country with his fine displays. Eriksen has proven that he remains one of the best in his possessions, and one would wonder what he can conjure in a top team. Brentford are eager to keep hold of him and have even offered a contract for that reason, which will see him become their highest paid player. That could be an obstacle for us if the Premier League ace feels indebted to them for giving him the chance to prove himself following the unfortunate cardiac arrest that he had suffered last summer. But the bees are not the only problem in our pathway, as Eriksen's former club Tottenham Hotspur are also in the running for his signature. While the bees superstar can play as a central midfielder, using him higher up front is the way to get the best out of him. As such, it remains to be seen if Eriksen would stay an active option for us, or if he would shift our gaze to other suitable targets this summer. Manchester United have been put off by the wage demand of Matthias De Licht. According to transfer news from Calciomercato, Manchester United have backed off from the pursuit of Juventus defender Matthias De Licht after failing to match his wage demands. Matthias De Licht has revealed his dissatisfaction with Juventus' recent form, with the problem prompting the Dutch international to ponder resigning with the Bianconeri. Manchester United have been mentioned as a possible destination if he moves this season, given his contract expires next summer. Juventus has already gone 2 seasons without winning the Scudetto, a situation that could be a rating for the aspiring defense. De Ligt arrival in Turin anticipating significant team success after making a large money transfer from Ajax. Now, the problem is that Juventus is asking some of its highest paid players to take pay cuts in order to comply with their new wage limit plan, but De Ligt is hesitant to do so. Many of Europe's biggest teams, including United, were put on high alert as a result of this. According to calciomercato.it, United have previously inquired but could not guarantee him the demanded salary, which is thought to be €12 million per year. Juventus have yet to receive a formal offer, and according to the current situation, the Dutchman should stay in Turin for at least another season. De Ligt may be the answer to Manchester United's defensive woes. The remarkable exploits of the Dutch defender for Ajax prove that he has the potential to become a great defender. He has the potential to become a regular backup for Raphael Varane with little development. However, that scenario seems to be a distant dream now, as United have been put off by the huge salary demand of the Dutchman. Manchester United are yet to make an official bid for Frenkie de Jong. According to transfer news from Mundo Deportivo, Barcelona are still waiting for a formal approach from Manchester United to the signing of Dutch midfielder Frenkie de Jong. Manchester United are said to be ready to pay £69 million to sign Barcelona midfielder this summer, Sky Sport Germany reporter Mark Berenberg claims. Frenkie de Jong has made it obvious that he wants to stay in Barcelona, but the Spanish giants are willing to sell him. That's because a sizable compensation from United would go a long way toward alleviating Barca's financial difficulties. Following his January 2019 transfer to Barcelona, De Jong has failed to achieve the anticipated heights. Barca has now decided to contemplate a surprise sale if they can recoup their investment. De Jong has attracted a lot of attention from Manchester United thanks to Ten Hag's efforts, even though De Jong recently admitted that he would like to stay at Barcelona while on international duty. A setback to United, it hasn't deterred Ten Hag. However, despite all the heavy linking in recent times, it's now believed that Barcelona are still waiting for a formal offer as Manchester United haven't made any genuine approach to sign the Dutch midfielder. Manchester United are expected to lose a number of key midfielders. In such a circumstance, United will need to bring in quality reinforcements in order to avoid problems next season. When it comes to what Ten Hag requires at Old Trafford to make his system work, De Jong meets the bill. Considering the heavy interest from the Red Devils clan, they might launch an official bid very soon in order to convince the Dutch star to join them. However, nothing will change unless De Jong affirms his desire to join the club. Manchester United should stay away from the player until they are absolutely certain that he wants to play here. This club has been burned time and time again by signing big players who are here for the money rather than the emblem of their chest. That is one of the reasons why the team is now struggling. I will be uploading daily Man United news, so keep your eyes on the channel and don't forget to like and subscribe. I appreciate your support. Peace out.